Okay. All right, here we are. Periscope number 2. This is the $15 million mansion of Antonio Guterres. It's not good enough for him. He left on a 3-week vacation to Portugal in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic. Now, upon his return, outed as having left the city, he declared that he was under strict quarantine. But, you say, who are these people going in? Oh, it looks like Catherine Ballard. You see, he's not under quarantine at all. It's an entirely fraudulent quarantine. This is a joke. We said it in advance. Those inner-city press viewers who've seen it, we called on Mayor de Blasio. We told him in advance there would be a crime scene here. Crime scene. The decadent and corrupt Antonio Guterres has invited Michael Pompeo to his house. Pompeo, Big Pompey. Look, there's a guy. I've never seen this before. They have a UN guy. They have a UN guy in a green baseball hat. I don't know what he's got in. See, earlier in the week, when Mr. Antonio Guterres was ostensibly under strict quarantine, he had an old guy with no mask going in and out of his house. This guy broke quarantine wildly. This whole thing is a travesty. A total travesty. The question is this. Get it ready. They're coming. Now, Pompeo doesn't care. Pompeo, the message of the administration is that there is no such thing, maybe as coronavirus. But I will say that Antonio Guterres, they raise good money. They ask for billions of dollars to supposedly serve coronavirus, and then they thumb their nose. They thumb their nose at the whole thing. Fat Tony, for his own corrupt good. Maybe, now, let's be honest, maybe he had to pick up a bribe in Lisbon. He's been known to pick up bribes. He's a bribable guy. The China Energy Fund Committee, man, they targeted him ruthlessly. Very simple, actually. It wasn't the most sophisticated scheme in the world. Here's what they did. They offered to buy the oil company of Gulbenkian Foundation, which in turn paid Guterres. Oh, man, one-step authentication. Totally corrupt. Totally corrupt. Now, this is the U.S. taxpayer dollar. We're paying for State Department security, New York City security, and UN security. Also, Big Fat Tony could go to Portugal and gush money out of his rump. Incredible. Incredible. But he's making more than he's giving up. Definitely. Definitely. Now, here it comes. The purpose of this is a photo op. This is a photo op of Mr. Michael Pompeo to say, I met with the Secretary General. Do you know how corrupt the Secretary General is? He shouldn't be meeting with this guy. This guy is worse than Maduro, worse than Zarif. But it's all just a photo op. It's all just a photo op. Antonio Guterres should be ousted. He must be impeached because he is corrupt. Beyond just the vicissitudes of politics, he's a pedophile defender. He is a pedophile defender. This is the home of Big Guter. Now, they once said, I shouldn't film up here. But now look, we've got Japanese media. We've got a whole bunch of guys over here. They're freaking out. They're flipping out. Here he comes. Here, wait a second. Nope, maybe not. Pompey is on his way. Pompey's coming. This is a waste of money, a total waste of money, all for the good of Guterres. For Guterres' vacation, they spent hundreds of thousands, and now they're spending hundreds of thousands more. Taxpayers everywhere should be crying and weeping at the corruption of this scene. Yes, there it is. Now, maybe they'll invite these guys in. Maybe these guys with the little cameras are going to go inside with Big Tony. Why not? He already had maskless men in there. These guys are all on edge. They're all ready to go. Pompey is on his way. Mr. Michael Pompeo. Antonio Guterres is corrupt. Totally corrupt. Hey, that's the Secretary General's house. You pay for it. He leaves it alone. He leaves it empty all summer long. He went on vacation in Portugal. Now he's under quarantine. Can you believe it? He's under quarantine. Totally corrupt. Antonio Guterres, the most populous quarantine ever. Now, Chris Cuomo went to his basement all alone. But Big Tony needs security guards. Big Tony needs freaking corrupt. Anyone who looks at this guy worked for the buildings department. He can't believe it. You're paying money to send this fat non-entity to flop on a beach in Portugal and then come back and say he's under strict quarantine. Where? How? What quarantine? It's a joke. Maskless men were in cavorting with Big Tony. And now, soon, the arrival of Mr. Michael Pompeo. Yes, it's true. Old ladies walking by. We've got a few guys. I'm not with the program. I'm across the street, man. No one knew that Big Tony. It's like the Jeffrey Epstein. Who lives there? Jeffrey Epstein. Ghislaine Maxwell, a pedophile, is in the house. Pedophile mansion. Take a picture, man. Secretary General, most corrupt New Yorker in the city. Totally corrupt. Would these guys give protection to Jeff Epstein? I guess so. Anything for a buck? I'll tell you one thing. If Epstein went on vacation and he went on quarantine, he'd only have a few select individuals coming in. Guterres has maskless men. Old maskless men. Total travesty. Taxpayers are crying. They're crying at this display of decadence and corruption. Shocking. Dictators everywhere. Who's been inside? Lukashenko? Get ready, the Lukashenko bedroom. Antonio Guterres' Lukashenko bedroom. Paul Biya, the memorial kitchen where he can eat children. I feel like the headphones in these guys' spaghetti ear is not working. They seem like they're all ready to rock and roll, and nobody's coming. Did Big Mike stop off for a slice on First Avenue? There's some very nice slice places over there. Look, we got U.S. government plates, nice. But where is Big Tony? Where is the big man? Three Sutton Place. Come on down. If New Yorkers that are disgusted by the waste of money to support dictators, racism, this is the place. Big freaking Tony. Shocking. Check it out. Oh, one man lives alone in this house, except when he's under quarantine. And then the house is full of guests and visitors, and various hangers-on and retinue, and who knows who else? Who knows what else? Things are getting late. Pompey, donde está? Fire and ice, man. I was going to make a joke, but I won't. Fire and ice turned the other way anyway. Hey, wait, we got some hand washing in the car, washing her own wheel. This is New York. Here we go. This is a New York City police car. It's happening, and it's happening now. Can you see it? All right. This is the small entourage that they described. A very small entourage. Guys with machine guns. They're all going in for Big Tony. Big Tony. Let's check it out. Is that Pompey himself? The Pomper. The Pompinator. They're going to get the photograph. Hang on. We got a driver? What else we got? Where's Pompey, man? Where's the Pompinator? Mask is going on. Which side is he getting out? Somebody's getting out on this side. Hang on. Can you see it? Oh, Brian, what's his face? I recognize that guy. And Pompeo himself, a big head. He's supposed to be under quarantine. Guterres is supposed to be under quarantine, strict quarantine. He went out of the country. He went on vacation to Portugal. This is a fraud, a total fraud. Antonio Guterres went on vacation to Portugal. Shocking. He's supposed to be under quarantine. Guterres is under quarantine. He went to Portugal on vacation. This is a waste of money. It's a quarantine. This violates New York City health rules. Totally corrupt. Totally corrupt. Guterres is under quarantine. Did you know it? If you work for New York City, you should call them and say there's a violation of quarantine at 3 Sutton Place. A crime is taking place. Seriously. The resident of that mansion went on vacation to Portugal. Now he has 100 people in his house. Absolutely corrupt. Antonio Guterres is corrupt. He's spending money so he can go on vacation and violate quarantine. It's a laughingstock. It's a joke. If you work for NYPD, you should call the city because this violates New York City health regulation. Maybe Pompeo doesn't have to follow it, but Antonio Guterres is under quarantine. Under strict quarantine. While other New Yorkers are called and harassed on contact tracing, Antonio Guterres is violating quarantine with 100 security guards. Shocking. Pathetic. Quarantine violation, 57th and Sutton Place. Call it in. The most hypocritical, the most corrupt. Shocking. Yes, it's true. Antonio Guterres is a corrupt wastrel of a government official. Absolutely corrupt. It's shocking, really. It's shocking that this many law enforcement individuals could be in one place and no one would say the law is being broken. What's going on here? Antonio Guterres is under quarantine. Bring it back. Bring it back. Oh, fucking shit. Look. Oh, my God. Big Tony is the most corrupt government official ever. The most wastrel. They've got 3 cars. Antonio Guterres is under quarantine. Yes, he's under quarantine. Let's get this shot. We'll end it right here. Let's get these guys in this frame. Antonio Guterres, the most corrupt individual